Welcome to a brief history of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm sure you've all had one before, or at least heard of it. But do you know its roots are deep, deep into history? Let's start at the beginning. During the reign of King Ramses II, sometime around 1250 BC in Egypt, he grew tired of eating sand. Being the royalty that he was, he wished to dine on a new delicacy. He sent his servants to gather a mix of fruits from the nearest oasis. He had his greatest baker prepare golden wheat loaves. Lastly, he made a paste of sand and water from the Nile. Combining all these ingredients, he nearly perfected his creation. The bread and fruit mix were perfect together, but the sand would not do. For the rest of his life, he tested countless other substances but could never perfect his creation. He died in 1213 BC, and development on the sandwich would be stalled for centuries. Multiple versions of the sandwich arose through history. At the Last Supper, contrary to popular belief, Jesus did not use bread and wine to signify his body and blood, but bread and jelly. Christopher Columbus traded both jelly sandwiches and foreign diseases to the Native Americans. On the Mayflower, through lack of bread, passengers made sandwiches of hardtack. Turkey was the main dish at the first Thanksgiving, but jelly sandwiches substituted stuffing on the side. It was the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis. People flocked from all around the world to rejoice in the greatest new invention, peanut butter. It resembled the sand paste that Ramses had experimented with, but the taste was exquisite. It was official. The peanut butter and jelly sandwich had been created. All great inventions lead to controversy. Before the invention of sliced bread in 1928, it sparked a long debate over whether or not you cut the loaf long ways or width ways. Nobody could agree. There was only one solution. World War I began in 1914. The world would never recover. The United Nations proposed a plan to ban all peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to avoid a future conflict. However, we could not resist the beautiful sandwich. Over a century later, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are still a staple in our everyday diet. Made of 2 pieces of sliced bread, peanut butter, or sand paste if you want a classic, and the jelly of your choice. First, you cover one side of the bread with the peanut butter. It is suggested that you spread it to the edges so you can get the maximum amount of bread. Next, you squeeze your jelly onto the other side of the bread and spread it to the edges. Lastly, you put them together and enjoy the world's all-time favorite meal. Remember this for the next time you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Remember the sacrifices made by the ancient Egyptians, Jesus and his disciples, passengers on the Mayflower, maybe not him, those at the St. Louis World's Fair, and the brave soldiers of World War I who gave us this incredible creation. Thank you for watching.